The forecast over the next several days is going to focus around the eclipse, the eclipse, the eclipse, the eclipse, and then the eclipse. You see what I'm saying? Also, there is a severe weather threat. Of course, we're going to focus on the eclipse, but we're also going to focus on the severe weather threat coming up late next Monday into Tuesday. It's low, and it's for southwestern Arkansas. I think the main threat with that going forward, and I'll get to that, the main threat going forward with that is going to be heavy rain, in my opinion, but we will have to watch for a severe weather threat. All right, let me give you my thoughts and the newest model information on the total solar eclipse, because now we are getting everything into focus with exactly how this may unfold. And this is huge, folks. As you know, it's a historical event, once in a lifetime event, plus so many people coming to the state. And you know what? We may have even more visitors coming to the state out of Texas, because the clouds are going to be thicker out of there. So here's the cloud cover forecast. I'm showing you model data. I'm doing a pretty good job today. Tomorrow, cloud free, showing the percentage of the sky covered with clouds throughout the day. Notice how it goes up this weekend, okay? And it stays around 55 to 60% Sunday and Monday. I actually think there'll be a few more clouds on Sunday than what's showing here. But look how it really moves up on Tuesday. So this is timing, and timing. And the timing that I showed you yesterday on KARK 4 News is about the same as it is for today. And I'm going to get to that with the different computer models. But I really think our greatest threat for rain and thick clouds will come after the total solar eclipse. Now, that does not mean we're going to have cloud-free skies. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think we may end up with a lot of breaks. This is the forecast because there's a front that'll be moving through the state and it's going to stall towards our south. That's where the thicker cloud cover will be, 70% or more in southwestern and south central Arkansas, which of course means there will be breaks, but it will be even thicker out towards Texas. So as you go further towards the north, the cloud cover percentage-wise will decrease. This has not changed. It's just to what degree does it decrease? And I think better viewing conditions out here, Hot Springs, Russellville, Pettagee, Morrilton, Clinton, all the way up into north central Arkansas, the way it stands for today. Let me show you the meteorological setup. As you see the path of totality there, the meteorological setup with this, we're going to follow the European computer model at Sunday morning at 7 o'clock. There's going to be showers. I don't think anything major, but this is the timing of this. You've got to get this cold front right here through the state and to stall towards the south. And in its wake, it's got to clear out. Now, there are some issues with that, and I'll explain that in just a little bit. So you see that happens at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. I'm sorry, 2 o'clock on Monday. The front and the rain is towards the south, especially Louisiana and into southeast Texas. There's the path of totality. Now, we're going to have a southwest to west flow aloft, and that's going to bring in a thin layer of high clouds, a thin layer of high clouds. So it's not going to be completely sunny, but there will also, you see this is also showing some breaks in the clouds around. So it's going to be, in my opinion, the way it looks right now, it looks like there will be breaks in those high clouds and the type of high clouds that you'll be able to see pretty well through. So I'm not pessimistic about this, and I continue to stay optimistic. It's not going to be completely sunny. It's not going to be a perfect day with blue skies everywhere. No, but I think there's going to be enough breaks for you to enjoy the total solar eclipse. Then the front works back to the north as a warm front, and I think Tuesday morning rain, and I think some of that's going to be heavy. We'll get to that later on. So this is Sunday morning on the GFS. It shows basically the same thing, an area of rain moving through the state. It stalls. However, what the GFS does, of which I'm not buying into, it doesn't stall the front to the south far enough. It keeps it hung up a little bit more up into Arkansas, which I'm not buying at this point in time because the European has been quite consistent. But I still think that we're going to see some cloud cover out of this. It will not be completely sunny, but I also think that we'll have plenty of breaks in the clouds coming up for the total solar eclipse April 8th. Now, the severe weather threat. It's because of that warm front working back towards the north. And I think that severe weather threat will be late Monday, especially in Texas, northeast Texas, and fading away the further north you go into southwest Arkansas. Still, that's in the long range, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. But I've seen computer model information that shows we could see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rainfall out of that next week. Now, that's, of course, 6 days away, but there's that potential, and you know that this is typically the wettest time of the year. So no surprise that we're going to have a storm system whatsoever coming through April. It's just always the timing of these, and that's what we've known for years and years and years when we've been talking about this eclipse. Like, okay, it's the wettest month of the year. We're going to have storm systems, so it's going to be when do they move through, and will the clouds break between storm systems? And so that's what we're looking at right now. The timing is somewhat on our side. We'll keep you updated on KARK4 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 all throughout the weekend, of course, the weekend. And join us for our live continuous eclipse coverage on KARK Monday morning and through the afternoon during the eclipse. We'll keep you updated on everything. It's going to be a historical event. We'll be at Dickey Stevens Park, by the way, on Friday. We'll be doing weather live out there, the Arkansas Storm Team. We want to meet you out there. And we have a limited number of eclipse glasses to be passing out. So we hope to meet you. We'll be passing those out. And it's going to be a big night because the weather's going to be beautiful. All right. Thank you so much for trusting us at the Arkansas Storm Team and KARK. We are here to serve you, and we will continue to give you the absolute newest information. Thank you for your trust.